Dune, directed by Denis Villeneuve, only tells half of the story from Frank Herbert's original novel.
The test is simple. Remove your hand from the box, and you die.
What's in the box?
Pain.
The movie focuses on Paul Atreides, who goes to the desert planet Arrakis with his family. They hope to boost spice production, but they fall into a trap set by their enemies. The first movie ends with Paul, now known as Muad'Dib, becoming the Emperor. Dune Part 2 is bringing in new characters like Emperor Shaddam IV, Feyd-Rautha Harkonnen, Princess Irulan, and Lady Margot. Tim Blake Nelson and Sohaila Yaqub are also joining the cast. However, the role of Alia is yet to be announced, a character significant in the second half of the book. Dune Part 1 covered the first half of the novel, setting the stage for Part 2. The sequel will focus on a fierce war between Paul's freemen and Arrakis' Harkonnen oppressors. After a 2-year conflict, Paul will emerge victorious, overthrowing the Emperor. Some changes from the book are expected, according to Javier Bardem, who is part of the cast. The latest trailer for Dune Part 2 reveals breathtaking visuals, epic battles, and a deeper look into the characters, including the chilling antagonist Feyd-Rautha.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. Dr. Curtis, we're in your hands.
The story will delve into Paul's struggle as a leader, with Gurney encouraging him, Stilgar in awe of his abilities, and Chai is torn between love and loyalty. Denis Villeneuve split Dune into 2 parts to faithfully adapt Frank Herbert's complex universe. The decision to divide the story into 2 movies allowed for extensive world building and a more comprehensive recreation of Herbert's sci-fi masterpiece. The success of Dune Part 1 sets high expectations for Part 2, and if all goes well, there is hope for a Dune Part 3 based on Herbert's second book, Dune Messiah. In Dune Part 2, viewers who haven't read the book might be curious about Lady Jessica's story, specifically the Spice Agony ceremony.
The slow blade penetrates the shield.
Dune follows the tale of Paul Atreides and his family on the desert planet of Arrakis, the only source of melange, a special drug granting extended life, vitality, and enhanced awareness. The melange spice is crucial to the Bene Gesserit order, and Lady Jessica, Paul's mother, is one of them. The Bene Gesserit, including Jessica, possess advanced physical and mental abilities. The Order has been planning a breeding program for centuries, aiming to create the Kwisatz Haderach. Jessica was supposed to have a daughter with Duke Leto, but she defied his plan, leading to Paul's unexpected birth. Melange's psychotropic effects are powerful, especially for the Bene Gesserit and the Freemen, the indigenous people of Arrakis, unlocking heightened abilities and playing a significant role in their spiritual practices. In Dune Part 2, the Bene Gesserit acolytes, like Lady Jessica, go through a tough training process. In the first part of Dune, we see Reverend Mother Gaius Helen Mahiam testing Paul's abilities using the Gom Jabbar. She, being the Bene Gesserit, Reverend Mother has a unique ability called genetic memory. This means that she can access the knowledge and skills of her female Bene Gesserit ancestors. The foretold Kwisatz Haderach, like Paul, would have access to the full range of genetic memory. In Dune Part 2, Lady Jessica, wanting to advance in her Bene Gesserit training, decides to undergo the Spice Agony ritual. This is a dangerous and a painful process where a person overdoses on melange. Using their heightened abilities, they must then transform the harmful substance into something harmless while it's in their bodies. This intense experience allows them to unlock the access to genetic memory, gaining the knowledge and skills of their ancestors. In Dune Part 2, after escaping the Harkonnen invasion and finding safety with the Freeman tribe,
I am accepted in both siege and village. Now, come and see the spice sands on which your livelihood depends.
Lady Jessica decides to undergo Spice Agony. Even though she's not a messiah, she's a respected figure for the Freemen, and this ritual is essential for her role as a Reverend Mother. This test marks a transition and unlocks her genetic memory, a crucial decision for Paul's success despite the lasting effects. Lady Jessica's Spice Agony has a significant impact on a key character in Dune 2, Alia Atreides. Despite Leto's death and Jessica's pregnancy, Alia is born under unique circumstances. Lady Jessica, while undergoing the Water of Life ceremony, is pregnant. Although the ritual is successful, it affects the unborn Alia, who is considered an abomination. This means she's not just a super being, but a child with a mental cognition of an adult, making her one of the riskiest characters in Dune 2. The official character posters for Dune Part 2 show off their star-studded cast, both returning and new. The sequel, coming on March 1st, 2024, continues Paul Atreides' journey as he joins forces with the Freemen to bring peace to Arrakis. The posters reveal familiar faces like Chalamet, Zendaya, and Ferguson, each reflecting the intensity and determination of their characters. Chalamet's poster shows determination in his new leadership role among the Freemen, while Zendaya portrays the warrior Chani with a similar resolve. Ferguson's poster hints at her character becoming a reverend mother. Bautista's poster reflects the rage of his brutish character, Glossy Beast Rabban. Bardem appears thoughtful as a Freeman leader, Brolin looks serious as Atreides' mentor, and Skarsgård's expression is enigmatic as the Baron, the sworn enemy of House Atreides. Newcomers Butler, Pugh, Walken, and Sado bring mystery to their characters. Butler's stony expression as Fade Roth Harkonnen hints at his villainous role, while Walken appears intimidating as Shaddam IV, the Emperor seeking to maintain power. Pugh's and Sado's expression remain elusive as a daughter and friend of the Emperor. With the complex characters and talented cast, anticipation for Dune Part 2 is high. Dune Part 2 is going to be very different from the first movie in a few ways. The director Villeneuve has mentioned that there will be more action and less talking, making it more exciting. The relationship between Paul and Chani will change a lot, evolving into a romantic one since some time has passed since the first film. Now let's talk about your cinematic experience. In Dune 2, the trailer shows Paul Atreides riding a giant sandworm on Arrakis, just like in the book. The sandworm is massive, like a small spacecraft, and Paul lures it in with a thumper before riding on its back using handheld spikes. This scene is expected to be epic, and will be even more impressive in IMAX. The Battle of Arrakis, the climax of the movie, promises a stunning display of Paul's Freeman face-off against the Harkonnens and the Emperor's forces. The mix of explosions and hand-to-hand combat, especially if the Freemen ride sandworms into battle, could make it one of the most epic battles in movie history. Additionally, the trailer confirms scenes like Paul's duel with Fade Roth Harkonnen, adding more excitement to the movie. Fade Rotha's gladiator fight on Giedi Prime, showcasing House Harkonnen's brutality, is another spectacle worth watching in IMAX during Dune 2. So these scenes make Dune 2 a thrilling experience, especially in IMAX. In Dune 2, there is a scene where Paul Atreides encounters Gurney Halleck during a Freeman raid on a spice harvester, and this intense battle will be even more captivating in IMAX. Gurney, a skilled fighter, faces off against the Freeman, creating a spectacle worth watching. Another powerful moment occurs when Paul drinks the water of life, providing hallucinations and prescient visions that will be especially astonishing in IMAX. The arrival of the Bautista Emperor's forces on Arrakis promises stunning displays and visuals, especially in space, making it a scene to look forward to in IMAX. The trailer reveals Paul delivering a powerful speech to a massive crowd of Freemen before the battle with the Emperor's forces. This scene, with thousands cheering in a rocky canyon, will undoubtedly be a goosebump-inducing moment, heightened in the immersive IMAX environment. And that's that for today. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below.